this is a double interstate matchup for us to view here
now
on the
for our
Perth
first
stage.
fight
Bobby
of the
Sandhu
main
fighting
card. Fighting out of the blue
Sydney.
corner, weighing in at 76.5 kilograms, a purple belt in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, fighting out of Sydney, B Team, Bobby Sandhu! And his opponent, fighting out of the red corner, weighing in at 77.6 kilograms, a purple belt in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, fighting out of Melbourne, Absolute MMA, Rory Matthews!
So we've got the stockiness of Rory Matthews versus the lean length of Bobby.
Interesting choice of words, Joe.
Lean length, yeah. Like, yesterday when he came up for the weigh-ins, I just almost did a double take. I wasn't expecting.
Both men seem to be absolute characters. Well, Bobby Sandhu sitting very relaxed in the corner as Rory Matthews made his way down, and Rory showing off his spats to everybody in the crowd. So yeah, this looks like it's going to be an interesting fight. Rory grabs the head, nothing doing. Bobby looking for the legs.
It's an interesting little exchange going on here. We've seen them both sort of come up and sit back down and come up, sit back down, trying to find the right entry into what they want when they're coming up.
Yeah.
Not quite being satisfied.
Yeah, Rory looks like he's pretty happy grabbing that head, but I think Bobby is going to try to engage the leg entanglement as quickly as he can. With that length on him, he's gonna have an opportunity to do that, I think, at some point during this match show.
Yeah, look, lean legs, long legs can be a very interesting conundrum when you're considering both leg games and passing. Some people use it really well, and others it's a bit of a barrier for them.
And both men, like the head position, really, really on point right now. Both of them looking to jockey for that. They're aware that they obviously want control. That's something you need.
I'm finding it really interesting, this. If you watch both their legs, the one that's coming up into this sort of combat base for both of them, they're both negating certain attacks that the other one might mount in terms of coming forward or setting up triangles, arm bars, that sort of stuff. So they're coming up and then going back down, coming up, going back down.
Rory looking to almost get a seated Ezekiel there. Body lock now from Bobby Sandhu. Oh, good sweep attempt, good sweep attempt. Yeah, Rory counters and moves back into position. Just hurt his nose there a little bit, Bobby, in that transition. Looking for the chin cut, but doesn't quite get it. Does Rory now looking for a knee cut pass? Bobby is really interesting in terms of his style and setup. He's not, doesn't look like he's got any kind of entanglements, but Rory is really, really mindful of not falling into any traps right now.
Yeah, look, both of them playing with that leg up. They're using it as the ability to drive forward into those passing positions, but then also using it for back, potentially set up leg entanglements from shin on shin.
Bobby uses the full guard to sweep. Pretty impressive, and then taking high mount position.
It's an interesting exchange. I'm not exactly sure how we ended up here.
I think both boys are characters, and he's telling them he's got a little bit of blood dripping from his nose, and Rory was like, we'll just sort that out for us if you don't mind. Now locks up the arm. Now this is a dangerous position. Can he counter-capitalise? Looking for that almost Americana position. And Rory defends it. Now back to full mount. Both men very relaxed. Rory's in a bad position, but he doesn't seem too fussed. It's really impressive seeing Bobby play this high mount position and maintain it. Yeah,
just looking even at his legs, how they've crossed underneath. You know, when you've got length like Bobby, you've got to figure out what you're going to do with your legs so that they can't get caught as the person's trying to escape mount, because obviously having more length means you're more likely to get caught. And he's tucked him under in a way that obviously is comfortable for him. He's used to playing this. I personally would find this a very hard thing for me.
Yeah, very flexible in his position, very comfortable in that. It was funny, you know, in WA you tend to see a lot of the low mount used here, but what I really noticed in Melbourne and stuff, that high mount is something that I'm seeing more and more of. More and more attempts to finish from there and control, particularly with the arm bars and shoulder lock setup, and these rolling triangles and stuff which are coming up. Referee Adam Metcalf very wisely stops it before we go out of bounds. Going to have a slight break here while we clean some blood off the mats. Occupational hazard here at Battleground. And our promoter, George Garley, and owner of Battlegrounds, does the job for the team. Taking one for the team, I would call that. Looking very fetching, I might add. And we reset into the middle. Adam Metcalf re-establishes controls, and we're underway. Some great instruction coming from Mikhail in the corner over there.
Wondering if we might see a body triangle from guard. Oh no, it goes into a high rubber guard.
Yeah, and this rubber guard position is so difficult to deal with.
Especially people with those long shins, you know, like
Absolutely.
he's got a lot of reach there, and you can close down the space using your arms as well.
Exactly right, exactly
now
right.
He's going into that body triangle. I was wondering if someone with this kind of length playing that body triangle from guard poses such an issue, because you find it really hard to posture out of, or even just escape and break those legs open.
Yeah, and Bobby is the character on him is such that he's really comfortable there. Sometimes you feel that strain on your legs, but my word, it's, you know, Bobby seems really, really comfortable in those positions. Falls back for the heel look, looking for that ankle lock. Looks like he's straining a little bit. He is defending. He is straining to defend. Both men rolling. He's got to get his bum. And this is one area where Bobby might struggle. Joe, what are your thoughts?
Yeah, look, he's moved out of that belly down position, which I think is really good. What's hard for someone like Rory is to finish a straight ankle lock on someone who has really long calf muscles. What happens often with a straight ankle lock is you're looking to pressure the lower part of that calf muscle. Now, someone who has a really long calf muscle, it's hard to find that sweet spot. And so Bobby did really good there to roll out and just make it sure that he couldn't find that spot in those transitions.
And it was the one point where his legs played against him there, whereas, you know, some of the defence is to almost kick into the rear to basically get that extension of your knee away from their control, but that didn't occur. He couldn't get his leg in his back, which meant that he stayed stuck in the actual control for a period of time and had to roll out of it. Just to get the control, just look to guitar out of that. Really interesting, unorthodox attempts here. Bobby's so difficult to get control of. Rory's working really hard, but Bobby is so difficult to get any kind of control on.
Both guys look really hungry for it, especially Rory here. He's really going for it.
Yeah, he is.
Hungry to get some sort of control, maybe even just shake Bobby up.
Yeah, and that's the thing. There's, you know, you'd want to see after so much head control there a shot, you know, but Bobby is so long that it's risky shooting in on someone that long, you know, because you can create distance really, really quickly. You know, and that's the thing, yeah.
Although, having said that, it can be hard for him to get down his legs to defend them. It does give you a bit more ability to do that level change and get in on those legs if he's not got a quick sprawl.
Rory's not shown an ability or not shown a preference for shooting. Yeah, he's preferred these sort of clinch controls, and then both men have either pulled guard. He's looking for that almost shoulder shrug to turn into like a single leg position or pick up from there, but he's not attempted to close the distance from that shoulder shrug. He's more looking for that front headlock. Against someone so tall, that's hard, Joe.
Yep, that's right. So trying to shrug someone who's really tall, it can be really hard to get around to their back because their back is so high, right? And like where you can control them when you're getting around to the back is a lot harder than your average sort of length person.
Yeah, more great refereeing from Adam Metcalf, just making sure the fighters are safe. And we restart the centre of the ring. 4 minutes left. Both men just stuck looking for the position right now, looking for some sort of dominance. Tiredness maybe coming in, jumping guard there from Rory. It's going to be a difficult match. Oh my word. Beautiful transition from Bobby Sandhu to get high. He's deep on the leg, but Rory's calm and gets himself out of there. Almost leg triangle from guard there. I've not actually seen that before, Joe. That's the first time I've seen a leg triangle from that position. It might be something, I don't think it would be unique to Bobby, but certainly not something I've seen before.
So what you can actually do in that position, you know, if you manage to throw the leg all the way across and get a squeeze, you can actually cross the legs and look into those sort of heel hook positions as well, because you've got the knee line there. It can be a little bit tricky to pull off sometimes, as you saw. Like he managed to get his knee line free. You have to have a really good clinch.
Yeah, great insight, Joe. Great insight. And Bobby now looking to pressure Rory, looking for a pass. He's high, his weight is high. Rolls through, nothing doing. The leg is there. He's going to look to try and pressure that leg. Rolling through. And he looks like he's got a bit of a grip on it, and that looks painful. Bobby's in trouble. And we have a win. We have a win. We have a winner. Rory Matthews, very, very impressive. Joe, what did you make of that?
That was really exciting. Lots of back and forth there. Love seeing a couple of leg exchanges. I think in the end, Bobby's leg length actually worked against him in terms of escaping that knee line, and when he went to that belly down.
Ladies and gentlemen, your winner by submission, fighting out of the red corner, Rory Matthews!
Bobby, an exciting technical match ends there for you, but you performed fantastically well. What was the game plan today?
I'm not too sure, brother. I'm trying to figure this shit out, you know what I mean? Definitely haven't got it yet.
Nah, Bobby, you came out there, you came out with a really clear game plan. You were attacking from different positions, really, really well set up. How did you think the match was going right up until that finish there?
Look, I had them out. I think that's a good thing, you know? Yeah, I don't know. Up and down all over the shop. It's great having a leg lock instructional, getting leg locked every match. So, if you feel pity for me, you know what I mean? You want to sponsor a child or something, buy my...
Bobby, awesome performance. Can we hope to see you back on Battleground?
Absolutely, I love Perth. You guys are amazing. It would be great to come back here.
Everybody give it up for Bobby. Rory Matthews, absolutely fantastic performance tonight. Talk us through that finish.
Thank you. Yeah, I knew if I could get onto those long legs, I might be able to get a break, but a couple of times I was trying to get to the end, and it's just so long, so hard. But I felt a bit bad. He came out to eye the target, and I still broke his legs, so it's a bit, But no, he's an awesome dude. I trained with him at B Team. I didn't really want to have a match against him because he's such a nice lad, and I didn't want to get stuck in his close guard, so I just kept rolling to my back. But he was great roll, and if I get to the straight full lock, I can break anyone. So
it was a technical performance, full of aggression. Is there anyone you say to your friends or families watching at home and the fans out there today?
My missus, Sal, and Rio is back home with the whole fam watching me. So thank you guys for the support. To Mikhail, to Rob, to the whole team here. We're about to completely get subs throughout the whole rest of the match, the whole rest of the cards. So keep an eye out for the Absolute boys, and thank you guys for having an amazing event.
Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for your winner, Rory!